Each year, the Academy confers upon a person whose outstanding achievements are founded on exemplary intellectual courage the Robert J. Zimmer Medal for Intellectual Freedom. This medal recognizes the work and profound witness of the late Robert Zimmer, who served from 2006 to 2021 as president of the University of Chicago. President Zimmer was an acclaimed mathematician whose commitment to intellectual excellence and academic freedom became the stuff of legend. It was his inspired vision and leadership that bequeathed to the academic world the Chicago principles of academic freedom. Principles that he went on to apply courageously and even-handedly as university president. The Chicago principles have been adopted by 110 colleges and universities, by our last count, ranging from Princeton University to the University of Virginia to Amherst College. They represent the gold standard for freedom of thought, inquiry, and discussion for the academic world. President Zimmer passed away last year, a terrible loss for his family, his university, for all who labor in the vineyard of higher education. On behalf of the board of the Academy, I approached President Zimmer's widow, Professor Shadi Barch Zimmer, and related how deeply we revere him for his visionary support for academic freedom and integrity, and how we sought through the Zimmer Medal to honor President Zimmer with her permission, in order that his memory and contributions might endure. She responded, "Bob would have been delighted, and I am too. I hope that the Robert J. Zimmer Medal for Intellectual Freedom will be a beacon for many as we go forward, as Bob was himself. This is our shared hope. And I am delighted that, as she did last year, Professor Shadi Barch Zimmer has once again joined us tonight to award the medal." Shadi, please stand for a moment. Thank you for the honor of your presence. Last year, as we prepared to award the inaugural Zimmer Medal, we asked ourselves, who could merit such an award for intellectual freedom and intellectual courage? The board of the Academy unanimously chose to confer the 2023 Zimmer Medal onto Salman Rushdie, the globally famed novelist who has endured decades of threats and attacks for freely expressing his ideas with determined resolve. So Salman joined us in this hall last year to receive the award. This year, the board of the Academy has unanimously chosen to confer the 2024 Zimmer Medal on Dr. Jay Bhattacharya of Stanford University. For over 20 years, Dr. Bhattacharya has been a leading authority on biomedical innovation, the economics of healthcare, and public policy affecting the health of vulnerable populations. He has produced over 200 scholarly publications, directs Stanford University's Center for Demography and Economics of Health and Aging, and is affiliated with prominent national institutions such as the National Bureau of Economics Research. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Bhattacharya, like so many others, pivoted his work to make his formidable expertise available to the public in its time of dire need. And as happens so often in the practice of science, his findings did not immediately and completely confirm what many people were expecting him to find. In the fear and uncertainty of that undeniably challenging global emergency, some public officials found themselves asking, can we afford to permit scientists to publicize unexpected findings and express ideas and opinions that deviate from those policies initially advocated and widely instituted? Or does our responsibility to public safety somehow require us to use administrative power to project and enforce the appearance of consensus in the findings of science and the opinions of scientists? Dr. Bhattacharya's response demonstrated the courage and firm commitment to intellectual freedom that the Zimmer Medal exists to honor. He not only resolutely refused, despite enormous pressure, to compromise his scientific findings, but placed at risk his own personal and professional self-interest repeatedly, without hesitation, in order to take a stand for the public's right to unrestricted scientific discussion and debate. As we now know from comparison of states' pandemic experiences, health policy guided by Dr. Bhattacharya's work saved lives. But how many more might have been saved if everyone holding levers of power had his courage and his commitment to intellectual freedom? Dr. Bhattacharya's example, like that of Sir Salman, reminds us that the only thing more costly than standing up for intellectual freedom would be failing to make that stand. I now invite Professor Shadi Barch-Zimmer and Dr. Jay Bhattacharya to come to the stage.
Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, it is my great honor on behalf of the board of the American Academy of Sciences and Letters to award you the 2024 Robert J. Zimmer Award in Intellectual Freedom. Congratulations.
Thank you.